Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Have You Heard? I'm Richard, and as some of you might know now, this is where we look into my record collection and pull out a track and listen to it. A track that doesn't get the love and attention on the reaction channels on YouTube that other songs by these well known famous artists do. Um, so we're early on into the channel, and already I've kind of discussed some of my early favourite artists and bands. And we started with the Moody Blues. We've done three Yes tracks now, but sandwiched in between the Moody Blues and Yes was a really important discovery in my life, and that discovery was Crosby, Stills and Nash. And then shortly afterwards, we added Young onto that, of course. But Crosby, Stills and Nash, and just as I left school, um, the first Crosby, Stills and Nash album had come out. And when I started earning a little bit of money, that was the first album I bought. And that exposed me to David Crosby and Stephen Stills. I knew Nash from the Hollies, in the UK, of course. But Stephen Stills was the first voice that jumped out at me, if you like, from that holy trinity of beautiful harmonies. And so in November 1970, this album came out. Stephen Stills' first album. There we go. I just love the cover. Who wouldn't like to sit in the snow playing an acoustic guitar with a toy giraffe looking at you? I mean, what heaven! Anyway, I bought the Stephen Stills' first album, his debut album, and it remains an absolute favourite of mine to this day. And I always say this: I put it in my top 10 favourite albums of all time. And I had a little heart attack just now when I was preparing for the video, because I thought I'd pull out the vinyl and show you the vinyl. But I haven't got it. And I can't remember giving it away to anybody. So I'm panicking a little bit. But I love the album so much that I've got the CD anyway. So that's okay. But Stephen Stills, he is an absolute hero of mine. And the music that he was making from 1969 to about 1972 was, it was like a creative tour de force. Everything he did, the Crosby, Stills and Nash album, Deja Vu, Four Way Street, Stephen Stills 1, Stephen Stills 2, Manassas. I mean, or every single album is an absolute classic, and he contributed so much to it. Of course, famously, Crosby and Nash called him Captain Many Hands, because he would try to do everything, play everything, write everything, sing everything. It must have been a bit of a nightmare to play with him, but they did it, and to this day, I will just listen to Stephen Stills anytime, any place. Anyway, enough of the waffle. Let's choose a track. The track I've chosen, as you can see in the title, is Go Back Home. And this, of course, has an amazing guest appearance from Eric Clapton. And about halfway through the song, Eric comes in on his guitar and just lifts the track from an already high place to the stratosphere. Absolutely incredible song. So let's take a little listen to it again now, shall we? Let's put the old headphones on. Are we all good? I think so. Let's hope I get this right. Calvin Fuzzy Samuels on bass, and that's Stephen on guitar. And I think Johnny Barbator on drums. Here's Eric. And the next track comes quickly in, doesn't it? um, Wah Wah Heaven, I wrote in, I read in an article um, reviewing this particular album, and it really is. And they just kick off each other. It's incredible. And if I'm correct in thinking, this was the time when Eric was still in the middle of his alcohol depression period, and Stephen sort of rang him up and said, "Please get out of the house, come and just play with me. I want to do a track on with you on my album." And he managed to get down there, and he must have been in fairly good condition to play that. My goodness, it's a great track, absolutely great guitar. This album is amazing, and surely most of you have heard it. If you haven't, you have to listen to it. Stephen Still's debut album. It's got the last recorded piece of Jimi Hendrix music on Old Times, Good Times. Old Times, Good Times. Yeah, and the album's dedicated to James Marshall Hendrix. Ringo plays on one of the tracks. Crosby and Nash are providing backing vocals. You've got Mama Cass Elliot and Rita Coolidge and all kinds of other wonderful singers singing on it as well. There are a couple of gospel tracks. I was never a gospel fan, but I heard this and thought, oh my word. A couple of gospel tinged tracks that are stunning. I can wax lyrical about this album forever. If you haven't heard it, I urge you to. If you stick around the channel for the next few months, years, however long we go on this, you'll probably hear some more tracks anyway. And in fact, you'll probably hear loads of Stephen Stills from the 6 albums I mentioned before. The Crosby, Stills and Nash stuff, and of course his solo albums. Manassas, the first double album, is an absolute all-time great. Even then, you've still got Buffalo Springfield, his earlier stuff, and there's one particular track from Buffalo Springfield that I'm going to be playing in the not too distant future, because I think it's almost like the genesis of everything that Stephen came to become. Anyway, shut up, Richard. I mean, you're talking far too much here. I love the album, as you can tell. Thank you very much for listening to the song with me today. If you have anything you want to say, please put a little comment down below. If you like the video, please like. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, I'm going to be doing at least 5 a week, and maybe a little bit more depending on my schedule, but we're in it for the long haul here. The number of views on my videos are beginning to grow a little bit. I'm up to 34 subscribers, and I'm so thankful for every single one of those subscribers. Thank you so much. And it's early days, but I'm very enthused by how we're going so far. So I look forward to seeing you all in another episode of Have You Heard. So from me, it's cheers for now. Bye bye.